You are?
Dosso. Aicha Dosso.
Where are you from, Aicha?
I'm originally from Ivory Coast, where I was born and raised.
What is your state of mind?
Bliss, happiness, joy, love. What else? A lot of joy, a lot of love, and a lot of happiness. That's exactly how I feel. And I want to keep feeling that way as much as I can possibly do.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
How did you get to music?
Oh, I've always loved, like as a child I was hearing melodies, and I've always liked to move, and I always liked to dance, and I've always liked to sing along, and I've always liked to write because yeah, I can write. I've actually loved to write. So when I was always playing around with music like that, and when my mom passed, I couldn't stop singing and writing singing and writing more songs. So little by little, I started to build that up, and here I am singing.
What's your background?
Well, I studied theater. I studied theater all the way in my country. I studied theater here. I went to Strasbourg, studied method acting, and I studied literature. I studied literature in Paris at the Sorbonne University. And I did some modeling as a teenager as well. So all that creates a beautiful background where I get tons and tons of inspirations, and I got tons and tons of knowledge from that. And you know, I take the whole thing and I rock and roll with it.
That's amazing. What are some of your musical influences?
Oh wow, like growing up in Africa, like it was music and drums and people singing, and like music is really part of everyday life, music and dancing and new steps and new songs and new words. Like I think the rhythm in general was very, very an organic thing, you know. So from there, singing along and moving, like I feel like, because I mean, right now I express myself very fluently, obviously, but growing up, I wouldn't say anything. Like I would just express myself. I would just move. I would just dance and move more than talking. So talking, speech was like the last thing you would choose to express yourself, because there is so many other things that you would do that would reveal your identity and would communicate something, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a transformation.
I know.
So what is your purpose in life?
My purpose in life is be happy. Be happy, be genuine, and be loyal, and make other people happy as much as I can do. Like I consider myself a chosen person, because I'm very, very sensitive, and I hear a lot of things. I'm not crazy. I hear a lot of things, like clear audience, and I see through a lot of things, and my inner voice is very loud and very, very, very intense and very vivid. So I think that I have a lot to give, and I'm a very, very, very generous person. I love to give what I know, what I've learned all those years. So I think my purpose is a giving purpose. I like to give whatever I can give.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Is there anything that doesn't make you happy?
Oh wow. I cannot deal with hatred. Anywhere where there is absence of love, there is absence of life. Anywhere where there is pain or there is violence, or I cannot stand anything that's close to violence in any form, in all forms. I think we, like artists or people who feel here a calling, some type of calling, we should all work. I mean, a lot of people are already working, and I give all my thanks to you, and I'm very grateful to all the people who are doing a lot of work to make the world a better place to be. And with that, together with that, I would really, really like to encourage all the endeavors to make hatred and violence disappear forever. Because we're human beings. We're human beings, and we have a primitive side, and that primitive side, it's true, like we evolve as well, but we need love. We definitely need love to thrive, and that's all I like to think. Don't tell me otherwise. I won't take it. I only want to believe that we need love, and love is the remedy, the cure to make anything and everything thrive for the better of anyone and everybody.
That's a wonderful mission to have. How do you project yourself?
I project myself as, I like to think that I am a cosmic being, because I like to believe that there is, it's not like I like to believe there is a cosmic consciousness, which I agree with, and I believe in oneness, and I believe that I'm part of this oneness, and part of this cosmic consciousness that we all need to be part of, and feel one another, so that we can feel one another pain, and we can heal one another, and we can encourage one another, we can make one another become better. So imagine if everybody would make one another better, the world would be like heaven and earth at some point. So I like to project myself as that person, that soul who is working with other soul with this mission of making everything better, like embettering things. Yeah, that's the best word that I can choose to describe like my inner state, like embettering, or having this small how do you call it, this strong wish, and even the tiniest action on a regular basis to embetter everything.
That's wonderful. Do you like to read?
Oh my God, I love to read. I love to read. As a child, I was reading all the time. I love to read. I love to write, and I've always been fascinated by authors.
Do you have a favorite author?
Yes, I have a lot of favorite authors. But here, like, I fell in love with Emily Dickinson and her poetry. I fell in love with her work as a poet and with a woman, because she was like a really, really, really strong woman, and she was able to stand for whatever she believed was right for her, even though at her time nobody would believe she was doing the right thing. Everybody believed like she was different, she was special, because she chose to write a certain way, which was not conventional at all. But later on, everybody discovered her work, and everybody agreed like how genius she was. And thanks to her courage of keeping up regardless of what other people are thinking at that time. Because what people think at a certain time, at a certain moment in time, doesn't mean that what you do is wrong. It's just like the time is not right for them to evolve to get to the point maybe you're at. Because some beings are more evolved than others. That's why they stand for certain things a certain way, and then it takes time. It can take a century or a decade or a year or a minute for other people to understand other people. So I have this huge admiration, because she the way she's been living her life was absolutely passion, dedication to writing poetry and expressing her deepest thoughts, and being committed as the wonderful being she was.
That's very inspiring. Do you have a favorite book?
Yes, of course. I like the work of Emily Dickinson. And favorite book. I love plays. I love Shakespeare. But that's cannot be considered favorite book, is it?
Depends
I love
who
the
you
work.
find his book,
Yeah, I love the work of Shakespeare. I love, of course, In the Name of the Rose. Yeah, I like everything that's kind of a little
So your
deep.
favorite stories? Yeah, you prefer stories.
Stories. Yeah, like tales. I love Greek mythologies. I love Greek tragedies. I think it's mind opening. Like I love books about wisdom and ancient knowledge, because it's mind blowing how those people at that time were able to narrow down like the human behavior and human psychology at that time, and it's still relevant. So I really, really, really enjoy reading all those books. Oh my God, I have a huge like personal library at home, and it's very, very difficult for me to pick one out of it. But I love the genres. I love Shakespearean is a great man and great work. Aristotle. Aristotle is another like wisdom from the Greeks is amazing. And for more contemporary authors, I love Proust, which is like a French author, Marcel Proust. So j'aime beaucoup. I'm so sorry. I really like Marcel. Yes, I do speak French. I really like Marcel Proust, à la recherche du temps perdu en l'occurrence. And this is like in search of the lost time. Yeah, I believe in English. Yeah, that's amazing. That's a major work that everyone. I mean, it's a lot of pages, but a page or two here and there won't hurt. Yeah.
You sound very well read.
Thank you very much, my dear.
So, do you have a favorite color?
Oh my God, I love purple.
Why purple?
Because purple is the color that vibrates to the highest. It's the color for healing, it's the color for wisdom, it's the color for intelligence, obviously. It's the color that's, in the realm of all colors, it's the color that vibrates, that's almost all, not all colors together, because all colors together is a different color. But purple is the color of enlightenment, and I love this word.
That's awesome.
I love to be enlightened. I'm in the quest for that.
I can
Being
tell.
enlightened.
That's awesome, yeah. Do you have any pets?
Oh yeah, I have a Himalayan cat,
What's its name?
Cosmo,
Why did you give him that name?
because I love everything cosmical, cosmic consciousness. So that's my little baby, cosmos, cosmic, all I want.
That's
And
awesome.
I love him, yeah. And he has blue eyes, so his eyes just make me dive into the Milky Way, some galaxy type of thing.
He sounds like a wonderful cat.
He is really nice indeed.
So you were born in Ivory Coast.
Yes, indeed, yes.
What was it like to live in Ivory Coast?
Oh my God, it was so nice. It was a lot of nice people, very warm, very cheerful, a lot of sun, a lot of cute faces, people just having this way of life where you're just happy for no reason. Like you just smile for no reason, and you're just kind for no reason. And practicing unconditional love at a very early age was really, really, really amazing to me. And I learned that because I believe that I received a lot of love. That's why I'm able to give so much. And I am a very sensitive person as well. So yeah, it was very warm because you have a lot of people everywhere, people close to one another, people sharing one another's stories, one another's life, and it was living as one big family, pretty much. So
Sounds like a wonderful place to live.
That was really cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Are you a mommy's girl or a daddy's girl?
Mommy's girl. I love my mom.
What do you like most about your mom?
Oh my gosh, the love. I mean, I guess all moms have amazing love for their kids. I don't know if it's because I'm very sensitive, but I felt like I could really feel the love and the bond, regardless of any other things. Like my sense of bonding with her was very, very like beyond. It was very like a fusional relationship. So I could pretty much feel whatever she could feel, and the love most of all. And I mean, she taught me how to write and read. Yeah, she is the one who kept giving me books and putting me in the best schools and best high schools of the whole city. So I'm very, very grateful to her because she like education for her was a big thing, and she was very silent, very quiet, like very focused too. So I think I learned a lot from her. She was very wise as well, and I guess I look like her too. So.
She sounds like an amazing woman and a wonderful mother.
Yes, and I still, even though she's no longer with us, but I still feel the strong bond of love. And I think nobody should ever. It's not because like the parent is not with here in this earth plane that they should feel sad, that they should worry. Like the bond outlives this life. So enjoy it, even though it's physical or not, it is there.
That's awesome. What would you say to the youth today?
Oh my God, I'll tell them to love. To
Why
have a
love?
lot of love, because love is the answer to all. Love is the cure to all. Like, if you don't have love for yourself, love for the neighbor, I mean, you don't have to go knock at the door and say, I love you, but feel the love. Feel love, and because love's going to bring humility. Love is going to bring acceptance for the other. Love is going to bring forgiveness. And love will calm you down. Like, you need to be calm. I think the biggest quality, the biggest thing that you can have in this life, because life is a marathon. If you want to go places, if you want to go far, you have to be calm. You have to calm down. And a lot of people are not calm, and they're in trouble because they cannot stay still, they cannot focus on everything else when you miss out on being calm. And being calm comes with having love in your heart. Having love with yourself, having love as a companion will take you anywhere you want to go, and everywhere you're going to go, it will bring you everything you want, because love is the provider. Like, the energy of love, like the feel of love will bring you exactly what you want, what you need for the highest good. It has to be for the highest good, though. Don't think about harming no one. Think just right, and love will calm you down. And once you calm, you'll tackle as many things as you can't even imagine.
Why do you feel forgiveness is so important?
Like I just said, like, love and forgiveness they work hand in hand. Like, you want to forgive. You cannot keep hatred, or you cannot you cannot be angry at people, even if they did something wrong to you. Just flip it in your mind. Like, think it's an opportunity maybe for you to grow. It's an opportunity for you to think about another option. Like, flip things. Don't just stay at the because somebody's been mean or anything. Flip it and move on and forgive. But what's gonna help you do that is the act of forgiveness. Forgiveness is very powerful. It's a very powerful tool, and very, very strong attitude to keep with you.
That's an amazing message. When did you start writing music?
Oh my God! Like I said, I've always I've always been writing ever since I was a child. Like, writing poetry. I'm a big lover of poetry, a big fan of poetry. I love to write poems. So I've always have fun and trying to analyze the poems, and I studied literature as well. Of course, in Paris, so I went to do some grammar, which I love. Like, a lot of people don't like grammar, but I love grammar. I think it's a way to understand better and to break things down so that you can really get the core message of it. So poetry has always been part of my life. Like, I wasn't necessarily sharing that with other people, because not a lot of people want to hear about the poem you wrote. So it was something very, very personal, which I kept developing and evolving with it. And like I said, like, I studied theater. I've always been in this world of words and authors. I've been surrounded by authors and books and pen. Yeah, all you need is a pen and a piece of paper, and play around with word and express, like, the feel you can have, or the thoughts you have. And then this is how I develop, and because I think I'm kind of gifted for that, so it comes naturally to me as well. So I was writing and playing around, and then hearing melodies and the sense of movement, because I like to move, and then all that together became music. So that's how I started to put my writing, because I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something with my words, and so I'm like, okay, the best way is to write and share this passion, this love that I have, and share with other people. And then I've been playing around, and then I went to the studio, and then, like, it came, like, very naturally. It was something very organic. And I remember at the time I was at the studio studying theater here in New York, and all the work, like the memory work we were doing, and the sense memory and affective memory as well. So all that would bring a lot of a lot of creativity. Like my creative process was becoming very, very sharp. So then I had to come out with something. I had to use it, and that's exactly what I did. And I'm very, very glad that I did it.
That's awesome. How was it communicating with your producer as a French singer?
Oh, all right. So music is like a universal language. So he heard my song Bien, and he fell in love with it. I had a whole bunch, but he really, really liked Bien. And I started singing Bien for him, and he wanted to work on Bien. And I don't know how he was able to process that, but I guess it's the feel. And the feel is a universal language. Like you feel, you don't have to understand, like we are beings of emotion. That's why today, like emotional intelligence is very big, because we react. We don't have to get the words. That's speech. That's like some quality that we have to give to the communication. But I think we feel first. We feel first, and then we communicate. So speech, which is of course a way of communication, but is second to the emotion. So it didn't really matter that he couldn't understand, but the feeling was right, and the feeling was strong enough for him to get it, and for him to love it, and for him to dedicate some time to work on Bien with me, and which I'm very grateful and proud, because he did a really good job on that song. And then we've been working, and I would take the time to tell him. I mean, I've been translating a little bit, but I don't think that it was all coming from me translating the meaning of it. I know, and I'm sure that he could feel the feel, just to repay myself. That's a feature of style, actually, you know.
The music definitely turned out great. We can attest to that.
Thank you.
Who is your favorite French singer?
Oh my God, I love Piaf.
Why?
I love Piaf. I love Edith. Oh my God, Edith Piaf. Voilà. It's better for me to say her name in French. Edith Piaf. I love Piaf because she is like a strong ball of emotion. Her life, she was off the street. I mean, she's been singing in the street. She was really singing with her guts and with her real life. Like, she was singing out of her real life and real experience. And that's why we call in acting like organic. Like, whatever it was so real to her that it translated and it communicated to everybody. Like, the depth of her singing is, even though she's like a tiny little woman, but to me she is the biggest. Like, you have a lot of very good singer in France, yeah. But Piaf to me is my I have a lot of affection for this woman and a respect as well.
Is there anyone else who inspires you?
I like Brel, which is another very intense, dark and deep singer, I think from about the same time. And he was also an actor. So I really like entertainers or singers who really have this ability to be so truthful on stage. Like, and that's the point of my acting training as well that I did. Like, find the best way to be truthful on stage and bring out all the emotion and allow your audience or whoever is listening to you to really be lost in time and have time sustained and really have this unique experience of whatever he's getting from the delivery of a great entertainer, artist, singer, author, you know.
Awesome. What do you like about French music?
I think I like the vulnerability of it. I think French music is a naked music. It's just from the heart to the audience. You know, it's not made up. It's raw. It's raw from the heart. It doesn't have to be too big. the voice doesn't have to be like too trained or overly whatever, which, you know, I have nothing wrong, I have no problem with training. I actually love training, but I like the truth, the quality, the truthful quality of the French style, what we call French song. It just very has this vulnerability and this naive quality and this innocent, almost childlike, almost baby-like. It's almost like it's coming from like a stream of consciousness, like it's coming from the mind, and it's just from the mind passing through the physicality. You know, like the French, they really have this very like the sensitivity of the music is very raw and very profound. That's why it can communicate so profoundly to the heart and to whoever listens to it. And it has its identity, like French cute little song, you know. So I really like it about it.
How would you describe yourself?
Oh my God, that's a difficult one. I am very nice. I like to be nice. It's not that I'm very nice, but it's that I like to be nice. I'm a very mindful person, and I worry a lot about other people. Like whoever, I try not to hurt or not to, if anything, I'll try to make whoever I interact with feel better after we've interacted. So I think I'm very mindful and very caring and very loving too.
What do your friends think about you?
Well, I have a few friends. Over time and keeping things to myself and keeping my focus going on, I have a few friends, but the few friends that I have, they can tell that I'm a very loyal person, so I'm ready to help. I'm ready to be there. I'm ready to advise and comfort and really bring the little extra thing that I can have and offer that to whoever is in my surroundings that can benefit that, especially when they need it, you know. So, and I'm very funny. I can be very funny. So they like to have fun with me and laugh and, you know, and just feel free and have a good time and have a lot of fun. But the main thing is that I can really be, like I said, loyal and reliable. Like I say, it's a personal responsibility to make sure your friendship is going to a certain direction. It's everyone's responsibility to know you can control what people think of you. Like, you know, the type of action and the type of response you can give in certain situations for people to get a better feel or a better opinion and a better idea of who you are, because life is based on give and take. Like, as a giver, you always want to be on the giver side, because as a giver, people will always, there's always something that somebody can give to another person. And as when you're a giver on the giver side, you always make sure that whoever is around you gets that little extra time, that over the phone or in person, that little listening time, extra listening time, because sometimes people just need to have somebody to listen to them. That's all they need. So sometimes you just say, yeah, let the person talk, let the person open up, then let the person soothe her sorrow and release whatever tension they've been accumulating in this life, you know, regardless, and they'll love you for that. And at least you made like somebody happier.
You sound like a wonderful friend. Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
I think that I'm both. Yeah, I think I'm both introvert, extrovert, because I love my own company. I love to spend time with myself because, like I said, I'm highly sensitive and I'm very sensitive. I have a lot going on in my head, like a lot of things to think about and to ponder and to, you know, to meditate or to, you know, to research. So I don't mind, and silence is very welcome with me, because a lot of time, like, people, they cannot stand when it's silent. They feel uncomfortable. I think it should be, people should flip it. At least try, because silent, when you hang out with silent, you learn a lot more about yourself, because you can hear yourself better. To be surrounded by silence, it's a huge opportunity to discover yourself better, and make better decisions and make better choices. So that's me in my inner private life. And I can be very, very, very extroverted. I don't know if I said it before, but I've been on the runway for a while. I mean, as a teenager, I was a model, a very successful model. And, so me and the audience, I have a relationship. I know how to build my relationship with the audience. I know how to entertain and perform and deliver, and move, because it's all about how you move and how you express yourself, even through like a runway walk, or a dance move, or a posture, or a pause. There is always something to communicate, especially when you are in harmony with yourself, and then you can break that fourth wall, and really have this strong empathy with the public. They feel what you feel. And they're happy, and you feel what they feel as well. So I think I'm both introvert, extrovert. It depends when, and I love to be both introvert and extroverted.
Are you empath?
I think so, because my sense of sensing people, I mean, that's redundant, but it's true. I like to feel what people feel.
Are you highly sensitive, maybe?
Yes, I am. I have one of my teacher who told me that when we were doing like the sensory work in the method acting classes. And first I didn't really understand what highly sensitive meant, but it means that I can really, like, all my senses can really be opened up, and really I can really dive into them and explore a lot of avenues, because there are a lot more to what people normally think there is. There's a lot more to explore, and there's a lot more that you can have access to if you give yourself the opportunity to dive, to go a little step further, especially when you listen to yourself in silence.
What moves you?
Beauty, nature. I like perfection, I think. Perfection comes with the research. This research for order and harmony and colors, and like nature, like anything that can be compared, or anything that can imitate nature. And this is what art is. We all and all artists, like, throughout, ancient time, have tried to mimic nature, because nature is perfect. Nature is just in order, and nature is just perfect. So I like everything that looks like nature, like perfect on its own, like in its own respect, and within its own qualities and properties. I like beauty and love, and being truthful. Being truthful moves me. And things, art in general, and everything about, like, human sciences, like I think I love human beings. I'm a fan of the human being, and I want to know the human being better, and still discover how to understand mankind better. Also, like, there are certain things that can make me sad. I think that was the next question, right?
So what do you like to eat?
Oh my God, that's a difficult question. I love fruits, raspberry, strawberry, blueberries. I love all the berries. I'm a big fan of the berries and the nuts. And Dates, I love dates. I like to drink tea too with the dates. And I like small bites. So I like to buy small things. Like on the go, eating on the go. I love it.
Do you prefer sweet or sour?
I guess a little bit of both, but at different occasions. I have a sweet tooth. I love French pastry, obviously. Chocolate cake is my favorite of all time. And what else? What else I like? Chocolate croissant is my to die for. With almond. And with hot chocolate, double chocolate. I love it. That's my to-go breakfast. I love I love that. Absolutely love it.
Definitely sounds like you prefer sweets.
Yes, I do. I do prefer sweets.
Do you prefer spicy or mild?
Spicy. I like it, yeah. I like something that can wake me up. You know, I mean, it's part of my culture, and it's good for the blood. It's good for circulation. Oh my God, I was gonna say sex, but I'm sorry, I didn't say it. It's absolutely beautiful. I love spice.
Do you practice any diets?
I try to mix like regular diet and how do you call it? Healthy? Yeah, I think I'm healthy conscious, pretty much. Yeah.
Do you juice?
I juice. Yeah. I juice. I mean, it's like a workout to juice because you know you have to do the cleaning and then the juicing and then the drinking. It becomes like an assignment. So from time to time, I don't want to put too much pressure on me. Like I have to juice. I like to keep it flowing. So I do it, and it's so very healthy and it's so very good for the body. Like who wouldn't want that?
Do you drink?
Tea. I drink tea.
Wine or champagne?
Champagne, of course, with a lot of bubbles. I love to feel bubbly and to be bubbly. I mean, not all the time, but occasionally, if I have to choose, I prefer the bubbles of a beautiful, fresh bottle of champagne. Absolutely.
Do you exercise?
From time to time. I've been doing a lot, but I'm not doing as much because it's summertime, so I don't want to be in the gym. So I like to be out. I walk a lot. And
treadmill or outside?
Outside. Treadmill. Oh my God! Last time I saw a treadmill with like the outside experience, it was amazing. Before, like, it was kind of boring, but the last time, like you're running and then there is this screen where you feel like you're running out. That's pretty cool. But I definitely, especially in the summertime, I prefer being out and about.
Do you prefer the pool or the beach?
Oh, the pool. I'm a pool girl. I love to swim. I love lapses. I mean, it's not very sexy, but because, nobody is really talking, but I like silence. I like to feel like I'm in a shrine. And the pool gives me that shrine experience where, you can meditate as you're working out. Like, to me, I consider sometimes doing those type of taking the time for yourself, even though it doesn't matter. It's like it can be in a meditation place, or it can be in the pool as well. Like you focus, you're in the water and you feel the water. Like the overall sensation is really, really interesting. Like you feel the warmth of the water, the quality of the water. Like your breath, and then you get, you don't sweat, but you feel like your blood is circulating, and we like blood to circulate. So
do you wear pajamas or not?
It depends on the water and on the it depends on the weather. It depends on the weather and on it depends on the sheets as well. Oh my God, I'm getting emotional. What happened? I'm getting hot. So maybe I'm not wearing pajama tonight.
How did your childhood influence your creativity?
Wow, that's... Okay, so I told about my mom earlier. She will let me do whatever. because I wouldn't talk, so I was easy child, very easy. Like I would do whatever you would tell me to do. I would read whatever you put in my you will give me, and I used to have like few cats that I would take care of. So my child was very free in a way. I mean, you used to live in a very big mansion with gardens, and you know it was a very big place. So as long as I would be inside, I would pretty much do whatever, like play with the trees and play with my animals, you know, go around and look and read, and you know, so I think I felt very free because I don't think my mom ever told me stop. She never, because she will let me she will let me express myself. So that's why my sense of expression is very developed, because I don't have like boundaries. And that's why in my life, I've always wanted to overcome boundaries, because I don't understand the language of boundaries. So that's, it's been very freeing. As a child, I was very free. I was very, I could learn, I could play, I could pretty much do whatever I want, and it was like a safe environment as well. So.
How do you get inspired?
Two ways. Two ways for me to be inspired. The number one is when I listen to my inner voice. Sometimes I will just receive things. Like my writing, sometimes I just have to take a pen and it will write on its own. Or sometimes I sing songs, melodies, ready already. Like, almost as if I'm listening to some music. And it's just coming to me like that. So it's not that hard, because I just have to stay open and receive like messages from the universe. It doesn't matter the form. It can be a book, it can be a song, it can be a text, melodies, everything. Or looking around and feeling. I think since I'm very, I'm highly sensitive, I can sense things and I can translate them in a way where I can express a lot of emotions into forms. I think this is one of the things that I can do, is my way of translating a lot of what I see into other forms, like transmuting. I think I'm a good transmuter of energies.
What kind of legacy would you like to leave?
I think expression, love, forgiveness, and just be who you are, respect the other, be kind to the other, and be creative. I think it's once you are in tune with the world and with the universe, with the cosmos, and once you have this cosmic consciousness, like I was saying earlier, you just have to transmute energy, because those are energies that you receive. So they're coming through you as a medium. You want to be a medium. I think the best legacy for me is being a medium, like the person that receives and that gives, transformed through transformation. Because I think we're all here on this earth plane for a transformative experience and a transmuting experience as well. So I love everything about transformation, being transformative, and transmute energy, make it better, make it pop, make it cool, make it, colorful, and bring whatever you receive out with a lot of love, a lot of forgiveness, and a lot of creativity. So far.
Is there anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
Just be good, like my song, Bien.
Where can people find your song?
My song is on YouTube. It's on internet. It's you just have to Google it and it'll pop, like Apple Music, And I think if there is anything that I have to say is just feel the energy, feel good. It sounds simple, stupid, naive, but it is so powerful. Just feel good, just feel bien, just feel as good as you can, as bien as you can feel.
I think that's the perfect way to wrap this. Aicha Dosso, thank you for your time. It was a pleasure getting to speak with you.
It's me. I thank you myself very well. Thank you so much.